Hello everyone, I'm Richard Lewis Brown. Today is May 12th, 2022. I'm doing another quick video. I have another state employee that has a lot to say, so we'll get started. Go ahead, ma'am.
Good afternoon. My name is Sherry Anjanigian. It is May 12, 2022 at approximately 12 o'clock p.m. I would just like to say I am not a member at this time.
Okay.
And the reason why I am not a member, because in the past, whoever the steward was would not listen to me. And SEIU is supposed to be nonpartisan. And all of the money was going to one party.
Okay.
And I said, how can you be nonpartisan and only give the money to the Liberal Party? She says, well, the conservatives don't do what we like. I said, no, you're supposed to be nonpartisan. So that is the reason why I have separated myself from them. Number two, this last 2 years when we had 9.23% taken away from us illegally, someone like myself, working for State Disability Insurance, manager, secretary, I had to be in the office every day. I didn't have the option of working from home. We should have been paid essential pay, and we were not. We had paid deduction, and we weren't awarded for our essential pay. Whereas if someone caught COVID in the office, we would come into this auditorium. They would say, please gather your things. You will have to go straight home and go take a test and wait X amount of days to find out if, until everything was cleaned. And if you tested negative, which of course I always did. But so there was that stress upon us also. And many of us did have to work in the office. So not receiving that essential pay that we were promised, no.
So let me say this really quickly, because I know this state employee doesn't have a lot of time. She says she quit being a dues-paying member because of partisan politics. She was told that only the Democratic Party helped Local 1000, and that the other parties outside the Democratic Party didn't care. She felt that that was wrong, and that was partisan politics. As you know, I ran on the campaign in 21. I said no political spending because we want to unite our union. Democrats, Republicans, Independents, Green Party, and anyone else outside of those parties. I ask you sincerely, because you know I'm fighting this war to keep from being thrown out of this union. I ask you and I ask all non-members sincerely, at some point, whether it's now or in the future, to please come back to Local 1000.
Okay, in saying that, let me say this.
Okay.
Let's say $90 would come out of my check each month for SEIU. I happen to know for a fact the first 45 is for your union dues. The second 45 is for the political party. So we are actually paying towards a political party when our dues were actually only $45. They should not be 90, but they doubled it and gave half of it to the political party.
So I want everyone to understand this. This person just said that half of your money, if you're paying $90, half of your money is going to politics. This is an unscripted, unedited, unrehearsed video. I have never met this person before. I have not told her what to say and how to feel.
No, you haven't.
Here's what I would say. I campaigned in 2018 and 2021 stating that half of your money was going towards the politics, and by stopping political spending, I could reduce your dues in half on day one. I failed to do that, but you're the first person to acknowledge that, yes, a great percentage of your money goes to politics. Your dues-paying dollars, or the dues-paying dollars breakdown, a percentage of your money goes to politics. Yes, it does.
And also, California is the only state where the union takes a percentage of your salary, SEIU. The union takes a percentage. Usually there is a flat rate. The union, so it depends on where you are on the pay scale, you pay a certain percentage of your salary.
That's
so
correct.
whether it be 2% and 2% for someone making $3,000 a month, or 2% someone making $6,000, there's a big difference. But they're still getting the same treatment, which is nothing at this time.
So she raises a great point, and I was asked this during my campaign in 21 and also in 2018. Shouldn't there be a flat rate versus a percentage of our money being used for dues? There's arguments on both sides. But I understand what you're saying, that you still get the same amount of treatment when you pay a percentage of your money or a flat rate. And some people feel like it should be a flat rate to, quote, promote more accountability.
So let's start $45, that's under 50. That would be fair.
Okay.
For everyone.
$45 for everyone. Okay, that's your words. Go ahead, ma'am.
That would be fair, and you would get more members back than a percentage, and members knowing they're going to be paying $85, $90, or more than that, over $100 per month out of their hard-earned salary.
So right now, it's 1.5% of your job classification, capped at $90 a month, unless you check that box saying you want an additional $2 for politics.
Yes.
Okay. A lot of arguments has occurred over this issue, but I definitely understand what you're saying. I do. And I want to go back to what you said about the essential worker premium pay. Some people were allowed to work from home. Some people had to continue to come to work. From what I've heard, ma'am, oftentimes the office technicians were the ones who were being forced to come to work.
Because our work is here.
Because your work is
We
here.
take care of all the employees internally. We take care of everyone. Our work is not from home because I need to get into the master files. All of their personal information, the majority of it, is in the file system, is a hard copy in the files, in the master files.
Okay.
So I was very, payroll could be done from home. A portion of it, not all of it, because you still need to come into the office. But office technicians, there was no work for us to do from home. We needed to be here because we are the bread and butter, and we are the ones who were the manager, all the office manager, the Department 2 managers, Department 1. We take care, they come to us with issues, we take care of everyone.
So, Ashley Skaggs, I see you. You must be an office tech.
Yes.
I have heard many office technicians say that they have to continue to come to work while other people get a chance to stay at home and protect
correct.
themselves from the pandemic. How do you feel about this recent telework agreement that I did not lead about them accepting the 50 and the 25? Do you think that was a good deal or not?
The what?
Recently, Local 1000 signed a telework agreement. Remember, we did a survey back in December. That was our second survey. And I stated, we will not accept anything less than $100 for telework.
But that had nothing to do with the most of us. So I just, that to me,
Okay.
you're mixing apples and oranges. We're
Okay.
talking essential pay.
Essential pay. Did you sign the essential worker premium pay petition that we did?
Yes, I did.
Fantastic.
And I sent it in also.
Thank you. And we're still trying to get that done.
And and even non-members also sent it in. So
That's
you
correct.
received, yes,
That's
we
correct.
all, and so I made sure there were other people in the office that got a copy of that where they were able to sign it and email it in.
And let me say this to you and to everyone who signed the essential worker premium pay petition, whether you were a dues paying member or not, because you're still represented by Local 1000, we say thank you. 17,000 petitions were received. We took it to the Capitol. See, that's all that work I was doing. But they didn't want you to get paid that essential worker premium pay.
No, we got nothing.
Nothing.
All we
Now,
got
they-
was
now they claim-
9.23% taken out of our pay.
Now, and she has talked about the 9.23% that POP for fiscal year 2021 that we lost. And we were scheduled to lose more for 21-22, but that got canceled. So, I see Deborah Ward. A lot of people are agreeing with you. A lot of people are agreeing with you.
The PLP 2020 that they gave us, that was prorated, number one. Number two, let's say that was all the leave left you had to use on the books because you were ill or something happened. That was not. All I can tell you is you were not guaranteed 16 hours a month, and it was prorated. So there are some people who will be owing money back if that was all the time that they had on the books.
So, hopefully everyone heard
So
that.
it was a prorated, PLP was prorated. They were not guaranteed the 16 hours.
So she's saying that some people were not guaranteed those 16 hours a
So
month.
if they had no other leave on the books,
No
and they
leave
had,
on the books.
if they didn't work at least 152 hours that month,
Okay.
it would start being deducted. It was almost treated like the VPLP, the Voluntary Leave Personal Program,
Okay.
which you pay, for that one you pay 4.75% to 5% of your salary and you get 8 hours on the books. Everyone knows before they sign up for that, that's prorated. This PLP, they told us part of this was we would be getting 16 hours a month. They never said anything about that 16 hours being prorated.
So she's stating that the 16 hours of the POP for the fiscal year 2021, that it was prorated, but they never said that at the very beginning.
Never.
I won't dispute that.
That's all that I have, Richard. I appreciate the time that you've given me.
Okay.
Hopefully we can work. I'll be speaking to you again.
Okay.
We can work towards, you'll let me know where everything sits. But I do know the majority of state employees would come back if we weren't paying so much and half of it wasn't going to a political party.
So this is May 12, 2022. This is my my third video of the day. And let me wrap this up by saying she became a non-member because of partisan politics. And number two, she said if you reduce the price in half, many people would come back to the union.
Because they know the other half goes towards the political party.
Because she says many people know that half of our money is going towards the political spending.
And they know this because I have voiced myself.
So she says they know this because she has voiced herself. I have stated this in 2018 and 2021. And again, this is an unscripted, unedited, unrehearsed video. I did not ask this person to say things that she said. I want to thank you for your time. Today is May 12, 2022. This is my third video of the day. Have a great day.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Thank you so much. I'm sorry, I hope I didn't come off too bitchy.